2 minutes 30 seconds.
Phase 2 charging of PS2 accumulator started.
So countdown at minus 2 minutes now.
Mark minus 2 minutes and counting.
Phase 2 charging completed.
So another 1 minute 50 seconds to go before we have the ignition of the solid core stage and 4 solid strap-on motors. So minus 1 minute 30 seconds. So minus 1 minute 18 seconds. We are very close to less than a minute for the launch now. As I mentioned to you, the liftoff is at
Start by for the
19
timer.
hours, which is 7 o'clock, with a...
Mark minus 1 minute.
So we are less than a minute now. We have a total launch.
55 seconds.
All stops are armed.
Minus 50 seconds.
All sequences are armed.
So minus 50 seconds.
Minus 45 seconds. Minus 40 seconds.
PS2,
So minus
VHPP
40 seconds for
are
launch.
opened.
35 seconds. Minus 30 seconds.
So we are in the last 30
PS1
seconds.
ignition key lock enabled. Real-time programs activated.
Minus 25 seconds.
PS2 VHPPs are opened.
So minus
Minus
20
20
seconds.
seconds. Minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5,
So
plus 6,
PSLV
plus
liftoff.
7,
Liftoff
plus
normal.
8, plus 9,
PSLV
plus 10
liftoff
seconds.
normal with the ignition of the solid core booster and the 4
Tracking.
solid strap-ons.
And we have liftoff.
Plus 20 seconds.
So 20 seconds into the
First
flight.
stage performance normal.
Plus
First
25
stage
seconds.
performance has been declared as normal.
Now relatively for the
Air lead strap-on has been successfully ignited at 25 seconds.
So they just counted on plus 1, plus 2. As you could also notice, there is...
So 40 seconds into
First
the
stage
flight.
performance normal.
From very close by, you might notice this from other rocket launchers as well, depending on how far away the camera is. Since cameras in rocket
So
launch
at
usually
70
have to
seconds
be
you will
very
have
far away,
the separation of the ground lead
usually hear the
strap-ons,
rocket launch long after you see it. You could just
where
notice
the vehicle
this
altitude would be roughly
somewhere
around
at,
24
plus
kilometers.
15, you
Plus
could
1
actually
minute.
hear the lift off, since the speed of sound took 15 seconds to reach the camera
So we're already
from the
60
rocket.
seconds. The performance of the first stage,
Ground lead
yes,
strap-on
ground lead
separated.
strap-on has been successfully separated at 70 seconds. The next important event will be the separation of the
change route
air
SCBT
lead
1.
strap-on at 92 seconds. The performance of the first stage has been normal.
Air lead strap-on
Air
separated.
lead strap-on has been successfully separated in 92 seconds. And as far as the altitude of the vehicle is concerned,
So the boosters are now gone,
it
and
is around
only the core stage is now
2.01
carrying the
kilometer per
rocket.
second. The first stage of the rocket 109
Separated.
seconds,
Second stage
and the second
ignited.
stage has been successfully ignited at 109
Plus
seconds.
2 minutes.
Now with the second stage burning, an interesting fact about the PSLV, actually
The
the,
nominal performance of the second stage
Second stage
performance is normal, and during the second stage of flight, the closed loop guidance has been algorithm has been initiated.
the second and third stage of the PSLV actually
seconds
doesn't
when to
use
do over
just
115
engine
kilometers, you
gimbal,
will have the
but a flexible nozzle, which is similar to engine gimbal, but instead of moving around the whole
160
engine,
seconds, velocity
you
2.
only elastically twist the nozzle to the same effect, which of course is much simpler in terms
6
of
kilometer
engine
per second,
plumbing.
and vehicle has traveled is around meters now. So 6 normal. Second.
What they're tracking the vehicle in Minato? Plus 4 minutes.
So 240 seconds into the flight, the velocity is around 4.33 kilometer per second. Altitude is 131 kilometers. The second stage cutoff is expected at 260 seconds, when the vehicle would have been at an altitude of 134 kilometers.
Second stage engine shut off.
Second
Third
has been
stage
successfully
ignited.
separated at 263 seconds, and the third stage has been ignited at 264 seconds. So velocity of the
Third
vehicle,
stage performance normal.
the third stage performance is normal. The velocity is around 5 kilometers, and the vehicle has crossed a range of almost 658 kilometers. The third stage of the rocket, which is the PS3 stage, will burn for nearly 120 seconds. After its burnout, the vehicle will continue to progress
Third stage
further
performance normal.
before the fourth stage gets ignited after 230 seconds. So there will be a coasting time of around 230 seconds between the third stage burnout and the fourth stage. So we just heard the announcement, the PS3 performance is normal. So at 329 seconds,
Third stage performance normal.
third stage performance has been declared as nominal. So 348 seconds. As per the nominal timing, the PS3 burnout should happen at 385 seconds. The vehicle is at an altitude
Plus
of
6
around
minutes.
130.
Third stage performance normal.
So third stage performance normal. The vehicle is an altitude of around 138.5 kilometers. Another 15 seconds to go before we hear the announcement for the
Third stage action completed. Vehicle in coasting phase.
So third stage burnout, and the vehicle is burnt out, and the vehicle is going through the coasting phase right now. And as far as the ignition of the fourth stage is concerned, it should happen at 616 seconds. The time right now is 400 seconds, and the velocity is around 7 kilometer, an altitude of around 142 kilometers. So right now the vehicle is going through the coasting phase
Vehicle
of activities.
coasting normal.
So 400, another 200 seconds before we
Plus 7
have the
minutes.
ignition of the fourth stage. The view of the ground trace, where
What they're tracking in Minato?
the mission control center here. The time versus altitude plot and the velocity plot that is depicted on the screen. This is the ground trace that is shown, where we have a very close match of the pre-flight prediction of the ground trace versus the flight conditions. And as far as the time versus altitude is concerned, a very close match with respect to the performance of the pre-flight. So we are going through the coasting. 90 seconds. As per the planned timing, the PS4 ignition should happen at 617 seconds when the vehicle would have reached an altitude of around 100. The PS4 region is concerned, the PS4 burning is for nearly 500 plus seconds, and after the PS4 in United. The time right now is 575 seconds and the vehicle has reached a velocity of around 7.15 kilometer per second, the range of around 2,600 kilometers. The altitude is around 152 kilometers and the range is nearly 2,670 kilometers. So 625 seconds into the flight. The velocity is around 7.2. The vehicle has attained an altitude of 155 kilometers now. We're just awaiting the announcement from the range operation director to confirm of the performance on the fourth stage. So almost 200 seconds into the flight of the PS4 stage, so 694 seconds. The altitude is steadily rising to 163 kilometers and the velocity is 7 point. As far as the PS4 burnout is concerned, to reach an orbit of around 280 kilometer 0.6. Now we are at 7.5 kilometer per second velocity. Time is 727 seconds. So we're into the fourth stage flight. velocity has reached around the so the performance from the pre-flight prediction as of now, announcement from the range operation director. But if you look at the display plot of the time versus altitude and the velocity, we have the time instant of almost 800 seconds that has been reached. And the velocity is 7.7 kilometer per second. So right now the vehicle has attained an orbital velocity where we have a perigee of around 130 and apogee of around 1900 right now. Time is 834 seconds, 7.8 kilometer per second. Another 2 kilometer per second velocity is expected in the next 200 300 seconds burning of PS4 stage. So view of the ground trace. And as you can see on your screen, the time at 8:63, we have the perigee of 140 kilometer that is attained and an apogee of around 2,600 kilometers. The velocity that will be required to reach the final destined orbit will be 9.7 kilometers.
We have acquired the signal.
So nearly
15 minutes.
900 seconds. Of just 8 kilometer per second right now, and altitude is around 232 kilometers. As far as the nominal altitude at the PS4 cutoff is concerned,
We have acquired the satellite signal.
it should be around 455 kilometers, and the time at that instant will be 1128 seconds. So another 200 seconds before we have the PS4 burnout. Now I'm waiting for the final clearance from the range operation director in terms of the performance and the remaining time. So 980 seconds. As far as the perigee and apogee is concerned, they are lower than the predefined number at this instant of time. So almost 1,000 seconds into the flight right now. Thousand 25 seconds. The velocity is around 8.3 kilometer per second.
Yak 1 and 2 tracking the vehicle in Minato.
So second stage, just awaiting the confirmation from the range operation director. So PS4 shut-off command has been issued at 1039 seconds, and as per the display screen on the flight events, been issued. So we are waiting for the announcement from the Range Operation Director. As you can see on your screen, the perigee apogee is around 167 by 6,554 kilometers. The time as is shown on your screen is 1185 seconds. So we'll come back to you once we have the formal announcement from the Range Operation Director.